Right. So OBS with the break. We will be back in 13, everybody. I apologize for OBS. It's like we knew we needed to take a piss. Get a beer, get some popcorn, get whatever you want, and enjoy this. Hey, everybody. We are back. Sorry for the disconnect. My old computer should get put the rest this week. So, very Ethauntia of me. So we're coming back to the Ether Witch moving closer to the Whisper, the Oliver Hastings vessel. Voss is laying down at the bottom of the stairs. The rest of the crew is on deck. And we're going to start right there. So, everybody, we are in a little bit of a pickle. Everyone's kind of just a little bit of a pickle. So you gave the order to load the cannons again. What are you firing at? You try to hit her, it's going to be almost impossible. There are other buildings in the area.
I think Oliver's going to pass the order to hold fire.
Okay.
In case other threats emerge. But the spirit looks like she's leaving, right?
Correct.
So avoiding drawing back her ire to the Whisper.
Okay.
Oliver's going to move about the ship and take stock of the wounded or the departed.
Well, she's moving towards the ship
Yeah, she's moving towards us, not away.
She's 50 foot from the ship right now.
Okay,
Blink showed up.
So in that case, Oliver's going to go down to the gun deck personally.
Okay. So you move down to the gun deck, so that would be about 2 actions to get down there.
Yep.
And you gave an order, so you're done, right? Is there any free actions to speak that you want to do? That's not commands?
No. Oliver's focused, tunnel visioned on his quarry.
All right, so no, that's it?
Yep.
All right.
That's it.
Okay, so if that's all you're doing, we will go to Nora. Nora, what do you want to do here? We're in a pretty bad situation. She's 50 foot from the deck of the ship on the north side. What would you like to do?
I'm going to spend 1 action to climb back up the ladder and get back onto the deck of the ship.
Okay.
Because I don't need her trying to attack me while I'm hanging around.
Okay.
Then I think I'm going to grab my character and move here. I'm going to stride. And then for my third action, I'm going, since I had them set, I'm going to actually set up my actually no. So the first action would have been stride to get back up on top of deck. Then I'm assuming my second action would be to basically resituate with my scabbard and my short sword. And then I will spend my third action to parry.
Okay. That's all your stuff. So Nora, Oliver's went. We'll go to Voss. Well, Voss, what would you like to do? Wounded, laying next to the steps, cobweb shook out of your head. You don't hear the voice anymore, and bleeding profusely.
Yeah, great. I'm going to get up as an action, stride up the stairs as an action, and Nora, please help me, and stumble over next to her.
So you climb up the stairs with an action. You have 2 actions left, and then you want 1 action to get up, 1 action to go up the stairs. You have 1 left. Is there anything you want to do?
Not die. So however I can help that.
You could aid her in the heal check if you want. You need a 20 in medicine.
Is there a possibility of harming myself because of it?
No, I'd say if you critically fail.
Now you said it.
you would definitely not be helping her then.
Ooh, nope. I did. That's a 21 medicine. Roll
Right.
17.
Okay.
So Nora, when you get to go, if you decide to help him, and then Ghoul. So the one that's stuck on the end of your shield, Everston, pinned against the wall. What he's trying to do is get free. I'm gonna slide out in between, go under the shield, and claw at you once. Does a 19 hit you?
No.
When he
My
hits
shield
you,
is still raised.
pounces off the shield. I'm going to use another stride to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Staying within your reach. And then swing again. Bounce off the shield one more time. She is going to go to here with her fly speed of 50. And then I'm going to spin through the air another 50 this way, like Dawson.
And we're still on the turn where I used my attack of opportunity, so I don't have any reactions, right?
No, correct.
Shit.
Oh, no, you would have attack opportunity. That was last round. You would have one. But I did not leave your threatened area. I moved around you, unless you can reach her.
No, I mean, I even if I had one, I would have used it on the ghoul.
But he didn't move out of your threatened area.
He moved within it, right?
Yeah, I think he has to leave it for you to get one. Double check it. If you do, you can get your roll. So she swirls forward, landing next to Nora and Voss, and she puts her hands on Voss.
Oh, hell.
It's a move action.
Okay.
Creature within your reach uses a manipulate action or a move action, makes a ranged attack, or leaves a square during a move action it's using.
Then take your attack. And just type it in chat for me, and I'll knock it off. As she lays her hands on you, and Volg, sounding similar to your mother, not identical, but it's a good impersonation. She says, "Oh, little one, let me heal your wounds, soothe your pain. Do not worry, for I can bring you to the afterlife." Now you have what, 2 hit points left?
Uh-huh.
I need you to make me a fortitude save.
Great. Nat 20.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So that's a 24.
So what do you say in response to her doing this?
Is she going off of my memories of my, like, does she look like my mother?
Was an image there, but it's gone now.
Oh, so it's just her?
Mm-hmm. A beautiful elven woman in tattered flowing robes with tides coming out from underneath. Not enough to affect anyone, but they are there. That blackness flowing out. Feathers in her hair of just all over the place, and her robes, and very slender, bony-like fingers.
I mean, I can't attack her, so it's just
No,
more of a.
so what are you saying in response?
Yeah, fuck that. No, not even close. Get the fuck away from me. Anyone? A shotgun, please.
Everston, what did you do? You swung, you hit it, you do 7, you send it tumbling to the ground. I'm dead. You crushed the life out of it. And then Everston, it's your turn. She's on the deck.
Right.
What do you want to do, Everston?
Move to here.
Okay.
And I'm going to use a I'm going to use double slice,
Okay.
like gauntleted hand and my shield bash.
Okay.
First is going to be the shield bash, then the gauntlet. So what I do is I attack with both weapons. I make 2 strikes, and they use my current multiple attack penalty, which is nothing, and attack penalty doesn't go up until after the 2 attacks are done. And then I combine them for damage to go past like resistance.
Okay, but that's good because you're going to need that.
The first hit, since they're flanking.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a -2 to her AC. So my first hit is a 27.
27 hits her.
All right, and then second one will roll that one. That one will be a 22.
Did you say you lower her AC, or is that afterwards?
Well, she's flanked. Nora and I are flanking her, so her AC would be down by 2.
That hits.
Right. And okay, so they both hit. First one, the shield bash is 5 damage, and then the gauntlet. A big boy, I get this big dice. 10 damage. So 10 and 6,
5s.
right? Or 5 was the first one? Yeah. 10 and 5 is 15 damage total for...
All right. So, and that's to help bypass the combined resistances. All right. So you hit her. You strike her. You make solid impact, and you hit her in the back, and you hear like a pop of a bone, and you're sure you crushed the shoulder blade as you see it start to slide back together.
Oh.
And she turns slowly and says, "Your soul is not good enough for my ghouls." And she turns and puts her hand on your chest. I need a fortitude save.
Oh. Oh.
Oof.
13.
As a reaction, I send you back 20 foot from her.
Oh. Okay.
And you're knocked prone. You do not take damage, though. And then, Everston, do you have any actions left?
No, that was the end of my turn.
We go back to the top of the list. The crew is reloaded. They've stopped firing. When you go down in the doorway, you see the silhouette of your lead engineer looking down, blood dripping from his face and hands.
Oliver moves to him quickly.
And he looks up at you, and the lips are receded back, and his teeth are showing, and they're sharp. And his hands are clawed, and behind him, you see the bodies of 2 men laying behind him. Blood slowly pouring out past his feet. And in his voice, but an echo of it, you hear, "More souls."
Chasing that dragon.
Was it an action to move up, I assume?
Mm-hmm.
So another action to draw. There's a click as the hammer of his pistol is pulled back, and he shoves it underneath his chin and pulls the trigger.
Okay. So for those who don't know, there are firearms in this game, and damage in PF2, we went with the deadly option. So we're going to see how bad this is. Just so you know, you're killing your lead engineer, and your ship doesn't work right now. I just want to point that out.
Well, my lead engineer is already gone and shit to bed.
I mean, give me a roll to hit. I might get my stranded story after all here.
24?
Oh yeah.
That's not a crit, is it?
Oh yeah.
God damn it.
God. I'm currently a 14.
He's gonna die.
Probably.
Yeah. So it's a.
How much damage is that, Alan? How many dice are you rolling with deadly at point blank range with a revolver?
No,
or just a single shot?
It's a single shot flintlock. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
So it's a D6 max, then a D6, and then fatal D8.
So they all go to. They all upgrade to D8?
Okay.
Fatal
so
makes
8.
them all D8.
Oh, God.
Except for the deadly die.
Yeah, except for the deadly die.
Oh, wait. Is it deadly? No, it's fatal.
It's just fatal? Yeah, it's just fatal. So 8.
So you max the first one. Here, just so the group knows the magic number right now is 18.
Okay, so 6 more.
So how many in total? 6
14.
total?
14.
14. I'm still up. You blow. He dodges. You blow a hole through his shoulder, and he lurches forward at you. I have a reaction for taking this damage. I'm going to take one swipe at you. I fail miserably as he hits the doorway trying to get in. Oliver, you have any other actions?
Pull, shoot, move up to the engineer. That's it.
All right, Nora, you hear with a fucking gunshot go off. And the witch is standing over top of Voss. And she looks to you and she says, how about you? You know you're next.
Is she is she solid?
She is 100% corporeal.
Okay.
She can just fly. There are strands of gold soul-like essence coming to her. Like it's coming from downstairs.
Okay, there's really not much I don't think there's really much I can do. Let me see. Yeah.
We're in quite the pickle.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, we are. There we go. Okay. Okay.
What are you doing?
She's flying, right? Or floating?
She landed next to you. She's floating, maybe like
Landed.
half a foot off the ground.
All right.
You do have a bonus right now to repairing or start doing medicine on Voss, though, because he looks bad. He's like bleeding out of his ears, out of his beak. There's wounds on him.
Yeah, I don't know if I don't want her interrupting me while I'm trying to heal him. So I'm going to
Okay, good call.
drop
Also,
my...
just a quick question. I think I'm immune to your battle medicine for a day.
No. Because I'm a forensic investigator, it's an hour.
Nice. It's still not been an hour, but
It's not been an hour yet.
Okay, so then I can't use my battle medicine on you. Which sucks. So then what I'm going to do...
Potions at all?
In the hold, I think there is.
In the hold, we don't have them on us because we were just sitting and chilling on the deck. We weren't expecting to get
I'm pretty sure there's
ambushed.
Yeah, there's a couple in the hold. Yeah. Some milk jugs filled with salt water too. You attacking her then? What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna devise a stratagem.
Okay.
Is this one? All right, I'm gonna devise a stratagem, and then I'm going to strike with my short sword.
Strategy here.
So my stratagem, okay. Yeah, well, yeah, that's pretty much it. So in devising a stratagem, I'll just put that in there. I'm assessing her weaknesses. I'm trying to see. So she tried to put her hands on Voss. Then she shoved Everston out of the way. So then she comes to me and I get that flash of she's going to come after me. And so I kind of ready my parrying scabbard, and then I kind of duck in underneath with my short sword. I got a 19 on the die for the devise a stratagem, so I get to use my intelligence modifier instead of my dexterity modifier when I attack her. So that's a 26 to hit.
Yeah, that hits me. It doesn't crit, but you do hit me.
Okay. So then it'll be the 1d6, and then does she take precision damage?
Yeah.
Cool. So then I get my precision damage on her. That's not super great. That's only 10.
Okay. You hit. You get her. It hits the robes. You strike something true.
Okay.
She doesn't wince. She's still looking at you.
And then I'm going to spend my last action readying a parry. So
Okay.
my AC goes back up to 19.
Okay. And then are you done?
Yeah, I mean, because my first action was devise the stratagem. Second action was strike. Third one is going to be pairing to get that +1 circumstance bonus to AC.
All right.
I would try and heal Voss, but it hasn't been an hour yet.
Voss, she's standing above you. Her hands are off of you. She's looked to Nora and asked, what about you? And you can see gold tendrils floating up the stairs past Oliver, who's down at the bottom of the steps after the gunshot went off, like over top of you and like into her robes. What do you want to do?
So we haven't really talked about what the fettering tools are.
They're fettering tools. Like they're all the stuff you would need to fetter. Because without them, fettering is very difficult.
Right. So I wear those in a bandolier on me. So I'm going to pull out that level 4 reliquary that I have.
Okay, so that's one action.
And I'm going to bind her to it.
You can't bind her. She's still alive. That's not how that works. They have to be dead.
Voss, can you maybe try and bind the energy?
I thought she was a spirit.
No. Ether witches are corporeal creatures.
Can you maybe bind the energy flowing?
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking.
So right now, so you're not metagaming, what I would recommend you do is do a recall knowledge on her. That's what I would say. If you want to learn about ether witches.
Okay.
Occult works for her. Because she falls under occult still.
Okay. 17 on the dice, that's a 24.
You get 2 questions.
What are her weaknesses?
You need a magical weapon to harm her successfully. You know that they're robes, and because they're from the Never, they are naturally resistant to anything that are not magical.
You said they're rogues?
Robes. Her robes.
Oh, her robes are.
And her skin and whatnot. You definitely need a magical weapon to harm her. Otherwise, she has pretty high resistances. What's your second question?
My second question. Is she
single?
Right.
No, she has a lot of boyfriends. They're all around the ship.
Hot undead singles in your area.
Oh God.
So even though she's corporeal, is there any way I can I trap her with fettering?
No.
Like, can I salt mine her or anything?
She's not technically. She is not a spirit, a soul, or an ethereal creature. They are called ether witches. They are not ethereal.
Right, I get that. But the effects that were happening to the people that were being affected by the ghouls, all that, I could seal them away by putting him in the salt circle. I'm curious if I can do anything like that.
You would have stopped his soul from being taken.
Okay.
Right now, there are souls coming to her from downstairs. Fettering only has to do with souls. So the person either has to be dead, they have to be a ghost, they have to be ethereal, they have to be a spirit there. Something along those lines to fetter them. Right now, there are 2 strands of souls going to her.
Okay, then I'm going to snag one of those so they don't get to her.
There you go. Give me your, what did we say, what skill it was going to be for using fettering? Craft?
I think for me it's craft. I have fettering lore, if that's... Or
no,
is
it's
it called
knowing about it. So I would say craft for this because you're basically using the relic to craft the trap to hold them.
Wait, sorry. Is it crafting or is it arcana or is it occultism? Because I remember crafting was to make the things that I was binding them to, but the actual act.
I know. I got it right here. Fettering falls under occult.
Okay.
The actual act of fettering a soul is occult. You can also, for other people, use religion.
Okay.
So you can use occult.
It's a 15.
All right. 15. That's enough to fetter him. So as you hold it, what does your fettered object, your relic, look like?
It's one of the ones. It's one of the bulk ones that we grabbed.
So the hands that are like thin metal.
No, because we got these from what the hell's his name? The Drow.
Oh, you got them from the shop. Okay,
Yeah.
So those are gems. Those are gems then.
Okay. So yeah, I bind him into a gem and then.
So as this gold essence hits the gem, it starts to absorb and it lights up in that like eerie yellow. And once it is encapsulated, you start hearing ping, 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 ping. And you can see the face of one of the engineers trapped inside the gem.
Does he look like a ghoul, or does he look like he's human, like it's still him?
He looks like a person behind glass. It's really hard to tell.
So
you're
like
in the middle of combat.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's all I can do, so.
You're done. Ghouls go. I don't have any ghouls left that are on the ship. Another one flies up from the tendrils going down here. She, with her first action, goes like this, and you see that's the one tendril that's still attached to her, detach and flow over to the side of the ship as another ghoul comes up over here. And then with her other 2 actions, I'm going to try to compel Nora. I need your will save.
Okay.
I really wish Spotify would repeat one song when you hit the fucking repeat button more than once. I'd have to make like a playlist with like one song in it.
16.
16 is a failure.
All right.
So her compel is not the same as last time. It does not take your actions from you. Instead, she says, "Come, Nora, let's go back to turmoil. Come." And she puts her hand out for you to hold it. The compel is to hold her hand. What are you going to do? You're holding her hand right now. My actions are done. Goes to Everston.
Huh.
Just keep in mind for your turn what you want to do, Everston.
She knocked me
holding hands with the witch.
She knocked me prone last round, right?
Correct. One action to get up, unless you have an action or something that gets you up quicker than that.
No, not level 7 yet.
All right.
I will stand up.
Okay.
And I will move up.
Okay.
And I will grapple her.
Okay. Going for a grapple. That's versus her athletics, correct? Athletics or acrobatics. And it's DC. Okay. Give me a roll. I don't even have to roll for this. I forgot. It says flat DCs for this shit. They're like saves now.
Bonus.
It's against her fortitude DC.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
21.
21. So you grab a hold of her, like all the way around her, like waist and like over her torso, and she is grappled. You beat me by 1.
Nice. That's the end of my turn.
So you're grappling me, and I'm holding Nora's hand. There's no way this is going to go well. So Oliver, you shoot the engineer, and he lurches forward on you.
Oliver takes a step back, not like an actual 5-foot step back, but just like a step back to shift his positioning and wait as his hand drops to the hilt of his Sky Marshal saber.
Okay.
In a quick draw and flourish, he draws a line across his lead engineer's throat.
So we should probably ask, what is Oliver?
Oliver is a swashbuckler.
Okay. Swashbuckler and rapier. Give me your roll to hit your engineer. Oh, hey, why don't you name this engineer of yours that you are murdering?
You mean bad service?
Why do I have to name him before I kill him?
Because souls are real in this game.
His name's Old Yeller.
Oh. Dick move.
Henry Taggart.
Okay.
Oh, Henry.
Go ahead.
Oh, Henry. There's hesitancy in Oliver's swing as he comes in.
Hesitancy is what gets you killed.
Just doesn't want to put an end to someone he's known.
All right.
He got the ship. 16.
16 hits me. I'm a 14.
Not hesitant enough. Slash.
Yeah, right. Dude, look at that piece you put up, Todd. I thought it was Drew at first. In the chat.
That's the laugh thing for Twitch. Yeah.
Yeah. The hesitancy isn't what stayed the blow from hitting. It stayed the blow from damage. As a shallow wound forms across his throat, 2 points of damage.
Oof.
All right.
I think he's still up.
How many points was it you said?
2.
I am still up. I have 1 left.
Oh God!
You slash his throat, and it like rocks back, and he continues moving forward and slashing at you. Nora, what do you want to do? Oh, do you have any action left?
I have 1 action left.
Got a -5.
He's gonna -5.
That second attack. That's that PF second attack, homie.
Henry, no. Yeah, no. That's a 9. So
And
like
you
that.
slash again, and like that hesitancy this time, it does click, and you miss. Nora, what do you want to do? Holding hands with the Ether Witch.
Holding hands. So I think when she was like, come with me, we'll go back to turmoil, I dropped my short sword. So I still have my scabbard.
Okay.
I'm compelled to hold her hand. Am I compelled to do anything else yet?
Not yet.
Cool. So I'm going to devise a stratagem.
You better.
This is the best class.
You better
I love
sure
this
walk your way out of this, or you are in a bad way.
Let's see. I can.
Going to cut her hand off.
How do I do the escape? I think.
I don't know.
Oh, that's not it. All right.
We got about 30 minutes left in stream.
Ooh. Man, it flew by.
Yeah.
470.
Yeah, dude.
Even with the technical difficulties. Thank you to the audience for helping us with technical difficulties.
Yeah, thanks, gang.
You're the 6th member of the crew.
Yeah, I can't wait for the stream loot cards. Oh, they're going to be so much fun. They're not going to be as disruptive as the arena ones, though.
Oh God!
Can't wait for them either, considering that's how we get hero points.
Oh, yeah, you guys do
I gotta.
You have a second hero point. We are after intermission. I'm in the words of Jason Bullen, being benevolent.
But no.
What are you doing, Kelly?
Okay.
Did Kelly make an Amir class?
I mean, not really, but
Complicated yet a total badass.
she is one of his biggest fans on the ship right now, at least. No, so I'm going to. Right? Ooh, that's exact. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Oh my god. Oh my god.
So the group knows we did a few demo tests of the game. Like we played a few. We wanted to know how they were going to go. We did one side quest. Side quests are what we're going to be doing in between our main episodes. And we did one side quest in which I won't say what it was about. We will not talk about it yet. But in that area, I will flash back to one moment of a man dressed in just the best 3-piece suit with a blue mask on, handing over blue suspenders to Nora. That's all I'm going to say, and I'll take us back. So, Nora, what are you doing as you strum those blue suspenders?
So I kind of look at her, and I'm holding her hand, and I still got the scabbard in my other hand. So I kind of take that hand, and I'm still holding the scabbard, but I hook my thumb underneath the suspenders, snap it, and I say, time to do a reverse. And I'm going to roll athletics to try and get away from her.
Give me a roll.
I'm doing the escape action.
And what do the suspenders give you a bonus of?
I think last time you said they gave me a +4.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's going to be...
Sorry to interrupt. Did we lose Todd?
Looks like we did.
If he jumps back in, I can add him. No big deal.
I'm going to spend a hero point for that.
Okay.
Okay. Much better. That's a 20.
20. And it's versus her fort DC, you said?
No, for this, it would be against her athletics DC.
I am grappled right now. So, Todd, do I have any... Oh, he's not here. Grapple is -2 to everything. So, you beat me by 1.
Okay. So I kind of snap.
Strength, yo.
I snap myself free, And I throw. So what's the action to activate that? Is it interact?
Yes.
Okay. So I've got one action
It's
left.
to interact, and part of that roll, so you lose your interaction for the round. But yeah, they activate.
Okay.
They glow that shiny blue.
So then I'm asking, do I still have 2?
Yeah, you still have 2 actions.
Awesome.
You broke my fucking compel. Screw you.
So I'm going to change my. I already had my hero points at 2. They're back to 1. All right, so now I'm going to try and devise a stratagem because I know I can't do much to her, but if I can just nickel and dime her a little bit.
Okay.
Stratagem, 17 on the die. So then I would use my last action to strike.
Okay.
And that's a -4 because the first one was considered an attack for my athletics to get free. This could be +3. So does a 20 hit her while she's grabbed by Everston?
Yes. Yeah. Because no, it does not. Because I'm only -2 to my AC.
Okay.
You are just off.
All right.
Is she flanked?
Yeah, because she's
Yeah.
on the other side of her.
I don't know if those stack. They do stack. Yeah, you would hit her still. Fucking
Okay.
bullshit.
It's not going to do much.
Doesn't matter. It's bullshit.
I only did 5, so I don't think I even did any.
No, you didn't bypass it. So you strike her and it hits robes.
Okay. Well, it's better than nothing. At least she's not targeting Voss right now. So,
Right.
me.
All right. Okay, so that was you. That takes us to the next person on the list. Voss on the ground. You see this huge hand come over and grab her, pulling her off the ground. Nora gets free, and you have one of the souls trapped. What do you want to do?
I'm going to snag the other one before it gets to her as well.
All right.
So I'll pull out another
Same
one.
roll again.
Do what?
Make sure you same roll again.
Yep. Yep. Shit. I am using a hero point.
All right, one of your 2 hero points goes away. Give me that roll, son. Now I will tell you, you need at least 1 hero point to automatically, when you go into dying, you spend all your hero points to stabilize. So as long as you have 1 left, you can still do it. Look,
Okay.
it automatically added him. All right, let's see if it adds him back to the stream.
Hey, buddy.
You're good. We didn't even get to you yet.
That's a 17 to fetter.
17 fetters that one as well. So now you have the other one, and you hear the soul is pounding on the glass.
Okay.
And that takes us to your other actions. I don't really think we ever described how many actions it takes to fetter.
Yeah, I was going to
thought
say.
it
I thought it would be 2 at least.
Yeah, it's 2. I think it is 2 actions for it. So you have an action left.
Where are my quarters on this ship?
Oliver, where are the quarters at? What deck?
Quarters are on deck 3 below the gun deck.
Okay.
Switchers.
Switchers.
I would because my healing kit is down there. Because I could do healing on myself. I just can't use Kelly's again. So
You could. Well,
but I don't. Although I could actually, I'm gonna snag something off of Kelly's healing kit. She keeps it on her bandolier, so I can administer first aid to myself next round.
all right.
Okay.
So that's if fettering is 2, that's my 3rd. I'm done.
All right. Takes us to the next person on the list, which I believe that takes us to the ghouls and the Ether Witch. So this ghoul that jumped over moves. Voss, you're the most wounded, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're now holding 2 souls. All right, so 1 action to move to you. Are you prone still? Or are you standing?
No, I was standing.
You're standing. 14.
Yeah, it hits. That's what you need.
All right. I rolled a natural 1 on the other one, though.
Oh, good.
I did 1 point of damage. And then I roll a natural 1. He dashes across, hits you once, and he goes to snatch one of the gems on the second one. Totally misses, bobbles it, knocks himself down the stairwell. A critical failure, yo.
I'll take that.
She goes. She's grappled by Everston, holding him. She turns, like wiggles in the hold of him. I'm going to try to break free. Does a 20... Is that 20?
I think it's just escape action. Right?
Yeah, but you have to roll, though, to get out.
Sure.
24, break it.
I guess what's your athletics DC?
It's 10 plus your athletic skill.
Oh, then it's 18.
So she wiggles out of it, and you're like holding on to pieces of her robe. And underneath, you can see she's wearing what looks like overalls and like almost like a farmer's clothes. And when she floats back away from you with one action, her second and third action, she goes to force throw you again. Give me that fortitude save. But this time, I'm trying to toss you off the ship. Please critically fail, because I'm going to get you all the way off the ship.
Oh my!
Or don't critically fail.
Or don't. Yeah, that's an option. Don't do
Just
that.
maybe
Don't
don't
do
do
Not
that.
critically fail.
Critically fail. It's okay. You can do it.
I'm going to spend a hero point and re-roll this.
Oh, were you too close to fail? Was that a critical fail?
It was a 13.
All right.
It's not much better. A 17.
17 fails, but doesn't critically fail, and she tosses you 20 foot back into the rail of the ship, cracking the rail, but you do not fall off. And it's on a diagonal. So basically like 2 o'clock away from her.
I don't want to push the button. I want to push the button. I want to push the button.
We can't hear. They can't hear us now either, right? Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're back.
Oop.
It was back.
Are we back?
It works.
Check 1, 2. Yeah. Our sound's back.
Yes.
I just heard myself.
Yep.
Testes 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Eric, talk.
Go hear me now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
Oh,
telling
yeah.
you, she didn't want to hear how she's gonna die. So
Hey, it's OBS Ninja that was the crash, so we're good. So what I was saying, pause for station identification.
Last we left our heroes, I critted the Ether Witch with a thrown ghoul body.
Little do you know, I just cut the audio so that no one could hear you had a crit.
Yeah. Figured.
So give me your crit damage for that 2d6 for that aerodynamic ghoul.
Aerodynamic ghoul.
Crunch.
So that's an OBS Ninja issue.
So you're saying the regular damage before the crit is 2d6?
2d6 for him, yeah. He's heavier than a barrel.
Yeah,
And then only one of those first two is maxed?
No, I'm sorry. He does a d6 damage. You're critting, so it's 2d6.
Oh,
Okay,
that makes
so
a lot
it'd
more
be-
sense. I was like, whoa, that's a lot of damage. For
No.
So I had 17 damage.
17? Okay.
17.
So you crush her with her own ghoul. That ghoul, the dead body, was already dead. I am still standing, but you teeter her hard.
That was the end of my turn.
And it hits her, knocks her back, and you crit. Man, and this is now, like here. Screw you.
Wait.
And
So I wasn't prone.
no.
I picked it up and I threw it.
You have an action
Correct.
left.
I have an action.
You sure do.
I'm going to move back in again.
Okay, you move back in. And that takes us to Oliver. Oliver, combat is getting loud upstairs, but in front of you, there's this one ghoul, head knocked, crushed. I need to go with him before you go. I forgot. First attack, 14.
Misses.
Second attack is a natural 20. Third attack at -10 is an 18.
Misses.
So I got you with a claw. So 8 points of damage because he doesn't have a bonus because he's the engineer. As I rake across your chest, stumbling into you, bleeding all over you. Now it would be your turn, Oliver. Are you still standing?
Yeah. So Oliver stumbles back, his free hand grabbing his torso as blood and organs are spilling through his fingers a little bit, probably
Okay.
not a lot. Swaying, he kind of lunges with a stab with his saber.
All right, give me a roll hit.
Trying to go through poor Henry Pratchett's heart. Bless his soul. It's 25.
Yeah, oh yeah, you crit me. I'm a 14, remember?
Yay!
No, you're killing your own crewmate.
Hence the
that was an
Unenthusiastic
enthusiastic yay.
Oh, it sounded enthusiastic to my DM heart.
No.
No, GM heart. We're not playing D&D. Give me your damage. Max the first die and kill him with the second.
I don't want to. Can I not kill Henry?
No, you can't not kill him. You didn't take the penalty to do non-lethal with
Correct.
your poking weapon.
Maybe it's a non-lethal stab to the heart.
Yeah.
Because he already
Yeah.
broke it by stabbing him
Todd
once.
said.
Try again.
just fetter the soul, and we'll just set him up somewhere, and he can.
We'll set him up somewhere.
He can be our Soul Engine for Dummies book.
How much did you do
Better-
there, Alan?
Better him to some fuzzy dice. Hang him.
How much was it?
17
Off the
points of
wheel.
damage.
How do you kill this man? How do you kill your teammate, your crewmate who's been traveling with you, that you've known at least worked for your family for the last I don't know. Hey, somebody in the chat, give me how many years this man has worked. Somewhere between 5 and 15.
Oh, such a dick.
12 years. He's working
Kelly,
12.
you can't drop it in chat.
Hey, it's the first one. I'm going with it.
Oh,
13.
there you go.
13? Fine, Jax. We'll go 13.
There we go. Eric's
13
favorite
years.
number.
Eric's favorite number.
13 years. As you
The
run him
saber-
through, how do you kill him?
The
How
saber
do you
point
murder
comes
this
up.
man?
Saber point comes up and is driven through his chest as Oliver's bloody hand comes to his shoulder.
Okay.
And he like brings Henry close and he just goes, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. And then pushes him off the blade and lets his body slump to the floor.
Oh, just months away from retirement. Slides off the blade, hits the ground, and you see the soul leaking from his eyes and his wounds float up around you and out up the stairs towards the Ether Witch.
Damn it.
Voss passing you is another soul. Oliver, do you have any actions left? Tears can be an action if you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend an action to cry.
All right. You turn around, start to tear up.
Cry into his chest. Maybe the salt from your tears will contain the soul.
No. And as you
No?
see the form of the man floating up towards him, he's looking back at you, like hand outstretched as he's being towed towards the Ether Witch's robes. You have an action left? Is there anything you want to do?
Hearing combat from above on the main deck,
Mm-hmm.
Oliver's face will twist in sorrow and hatred and wrath,
Those are the things I want, yeah.
and he'll make his way to the main deck.
All right, so you move up the main deck. Nora, another soul.
Yeah, I don't have anything to.
She's
Take care of
hurting,
that.
though. It's that
Yeah.
aerodynamic ghoul.
It's that aerodynamic ghoul. We're considered flanking again, so yeah, I'm gonna go back to my standby here, try and devise another stratagem. I've got 9 rounds on my.
Your stratagem should be jump over the rail and leave.
I'm not taking that 50. I'm not taking 25 points of fall damage, sir. My stratagem says that's a bad idea. Don't do it.
Yeah, I tried.
Let's see.
Okay.
Oof, I'm going to spend my last hero point to reroll that
All right.
as a little bit better. So I got an 11. So then I'm going to try and strike, which is not going to hit probably because that would give me 18.
18 does not hit her.
Okay. Then I don't think I can. Well,
Got any other actions?
I've got one action left, so
What would you like
fuck
to
it.
do?
Fuck it. I'm gonna grapple her.
Okay. Sure. You can try.
I mean, I've got 9 rounds left. I might as well try and make it, take.
Hey, yeah.
damage.
No, I'm not arguing. Do it up.
So it's gonna be a 20
A 20.
with
She's
the
not grappled
-4.
right now. She is flanked. She has a -4.
No, with my -4 because it's another attack action.
20 does not hit. She just definitely moves out of the way, swirls as you hit the robes, and her hand comes around towards you. Any other actions?
Nope, because I
All right.
devise the stratagem, then try and strike.
Calcor, Voss, another one of the crew members is being sucked into her robes.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Do you
go
have
down
any more
with-
fettering relics on you?
I do.
All right. Give me that 2-action roll.
19 on the die.
You,
So that's a 26.
as you bring this soul in, you hear the voice of the engineer just faint, saying, "Don't let me die to her. My mom died." As it fades away. You have an action left.
Got 2.
No, 2 actions to do that.
No,
two
it's
actions
two.
better?
It's 2 actions better.
Yeah, so you can't double Feder around because you know he would.
You
What?
got like a magic missile or something, bro?
You got any spells? You know magic hurts her.
I do. The problem is I only have 1 action, and there's not a whole lot that I can do with that.
Strike her with your staff.
Staff's not magical, though.
So you can still possibly bypass the resistance.
Sure. Why not?
Natural 1?
Yep.
Okay. Do you want to spend that last hero point?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna.
All right. Now remember, if I hit that last hit point out of your fucking body, you don't have a hero point. Two.
No. Rolled an 8, so that's an 11, so it doesn't even come near.
Nah, you totally miss. Now it goes to the ghoul and the Ethauntia.
I'm gonna miss.
The one ghoul sees Oliver coming up, and it grasps with one action, trying to grab the soul before you fetter it to the relic. And it looks down the stairs and sees Oliver in the emotional state he's in. It can like smell it like a dog. And leaps down the stairs. You're more than welcome, Valcord or Voss, to make an attack as him as he leaps down the stairs at Oliver.
Sure.
I think he can.
He has a staff.
Attack of opportunities, you have to have a special ability.
Oh,
to
you're right.
attack, though,
I lied
right?
to you.
That's something only the really cool
It's-
kids like me get.
Yeah, you don't get it. I lied.
Oh, it's a feat. isn't it?
I'm tackling you down the stairs. What is your athletics DC, sir?
My athletics,
10 plus your athletics bonus.
15.
I got a 17. I tackle you down the stairs.
Well-
You take 2 points of damage. And then with my last action, a natural 20 as he bites into you.
Oof.
Could have been worse. I did 6 points as he gnaws into your chest. Are you still alive? Damn it. I mean, that's good. It's good for you for the stream. It's good for the stream. You're still alive. As he bites into you and you feel the soul like trying to leave the body, as he's like almost like a straw sucking it out of you. She goes, oh, man, I'm surrounded. She cries out in the language you guys can't speak. The ghoul that's on top of you looks back like a dog, like the neck cranes, and she starts to spin up into the air with one action. So Everston, you'll get a chance. And it looks like she's getting ready to fly out into the tides. Everston, give me a roll. What do you want to do with it? Hit her?
Grappling has
Maneuver.
the attack trait, so I can
You can try, yeah.
I can do that as an attack roll, right? Attack
Yeah, you
option.
can.
Is that a thing? Okay. 24.
Fuck. As she goes to fly off, you're like, whoosh, and snap her out of the air.
Yeah.
Not
Something
today.
quite as satisfying as a GM going, fuck.
Yeah.
Be your best.
She turns
Witcher.
and looks straight at you. And instead of pushing you away, I am going to strike at you twice. Does a 26 hit you?
Yes.
Does it crit you?
No.
And then with my -5, does a 21 hit you?
Yes.
8 points of damage and 5 points of damage. As she starts bashing on your chest as you're holding her. I did that with a -2 because I think I have a -2 for fighting you because I'm grabbed. So that is my actions. Everston, you now have snatched the witch trying to fly away. What do you want to do? Oh, God, I was trying to get away. She's bleeding like that goldish energy out of her. Especially with that ghoul hitter, like right here.
Grab someone.
Reach out and hug someone.
I'm grabbed,
Shot it
yeah.
down somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay, So yeah, and that only needs one hand, so I'm using my other hand to pound on her.
Sure.
Just palm her
these-
face into the deck.
You want me to trip her too? Is that what you
Power
mean?
bomber.
Power bomber. Oh, I'm sorry, you weren't at the match. Never mind. You
No
do
Akata
you.
bomb today. No Akata bomb today, sir.
Oh, Akata bomb.
Yeah. So I'm going to slam her to the deck. Do you think that's a trip? That doesn't do any damage. Should I just do damage?
No, I was just kidding. You can.
I would do damage, and then with your
whatever
other action, tripper.
Yeah.
This is you doing the crushing push down to the ground.
All right. Yeah. I'll damage first, and then try it trip after.
All right, give me your old hit.
Swap the deck with her face.
I'm gonna get obliterated right now.
Natural 20.
Punching the gut to double her over.
Oh shit. What?
I would love to get some of these 20s.
Hey man, you shot a house apart.
That's true.
15 damage.
15. All right. So you double her over, and she pukes out like that gold essence, and it all over the ground. And then trip.
That was my first action.
Yeah.
Second action. Okay. This is at I guess it's at a -5, right?
It'd be
Correct.
agile if it's
Oh, it's
unarmed.
agile because it's unarmed. Yeah, so it's -4.
Oh yeah. Even for your big ass.
19. The trip.
It's versus my athletics, right? It
Should be
is.
athletics.
Athletics
no,
are
it's
bags.
against her reflex DC.
Oh, it's
10 plus reflex then, right?
Yes.
You tied me because I am currently
Huh?
grappled.
So that knocks her prone.
What do you want to do with your third action?
Boot to
The
the head.
Everston stomp? Or just keep
Sure.
pounding her head into
mop.
I mean, it's at a -8. We'll see what happens.
Swap the deck with her face, man.
But she is prone, which means she's flat-footed.
Boom.
the... Yes, I know.
Natural 20.
Yeah.
These dice are the best. I love them.
Yeah.
Sponsored by Fuck Your GM. All right.
Sponsored by Game Science.
No, that would be a 10.
It'd be 11.
16 damage.
How do you do this?
Well, she's now part of the deck.
Dead. She's dead.
Absolutely.
You shove
Absolutely
her through the deck?
smushed through the deck. Yeah. Why not throw more damage into the ship? I don't care.
So Oliver, as you look up, as it looks back at her, you see her go up. There's a shadow, and it comes down once, up again, and like her face is all crushed. And the second one, he just shoves her through the deck and through the stairs, and you can like see her feet, Wicked Witch style, sticking out of the stairwell as she in the mist. And dark tides seep out of the cracks of the ship, and there is a woman laying there as the tides recede out. Now, with that, I'm going to take us back to our regular cam here. As the tides leak out, the crew gathers themselves back together. There are 2 dead downstairs, Oliver, torn apart, like just lifeless eyes.
One of them you killed.
The third one
Well, the third one.
is the engineer. You are now down all 3 of your engine team.
Oh, Henry.
Henry laying there, corpse just cut and bleeding out. Voss standing with 3 reliquaries filled with the essence of these engineers. Now, there's no bodies for them, unfortunately. And Voss knows it'll take some time to bind them to something. You need to be where he has a shop to do this well, like putting him back into the ship or something along those lines. Your co-pilot comes out, and your gunner's mate, Patrick, comes out from up below the deck. He does. They meet up saying, "Captain, what are we doing?" As they look down at the bodies with you. We don't have an engine team now. I mean, we can limp the ship, but we still have to make repairs. That's what coughing, yeah, it definitely sounds like that.
First,
can I get some attention? Second, Voss,
Okay.
congratulations, you're our new ship's engineer.
He coughs up blood. Right. No.
Wow.
I'll help get the ship along, but it's not going to be my position. It's not what I do, mate. I'm sorry. Also, could I get some attention? Because and he passes out.
Hilarious.
Because he's got one fucking hit point.
All right. What does the crew want to do as we wind down for the evening here? Let's do some patching here. We can do that off camera, healing up. If you want to roll those and just put it in the Roll20 chat, roll them separate and type it in the Roll20 chat, we can do that.
Is that woman that was left behind? Is she living?
Oh, the body looks very old, like withered, almost like you dug up a corpse from ages ago, maybe even pre-sundering. It's rigor mortis and set in.
Okay. I'm still, just to be on the safe side, I know it's not going to do much, but I'm going to shackle her with my manacles.
Okay, you shackle her, move her somewhere on the ship, wherever Oliver decides they want all the bodies for now. Because in Ethauntia, you do not bury bodies. You burn them, or you take them back to the True Faith to dispose of them in a proper manner. Voss, are you going to go down and take the relics and put them in the slots in the wall for the vault that has been given to you?
Yeah. He doesn't actually pass out. He's actually going to do first aid on himself, and then he's going to do that.
All right. So you do first aid. Just type how much you heal in the Roll20 chat, so we have a record. Are you going to go down to the vault in the cargo hold that's been added?
Yeah.
So the vault is this large glass and brass, floor to ceiling, wall to wall in the back of the cargo hold. There are drawers that slide out to put the relics in. Inside of these there are beds of salt that stop the spirits from being able to leave. So you nestle them inside of it almost like a stone in sand.
Mm-hmm.
And you go through and put each one in, shut the drawers, and lock them. You can only hold so many here. And when you put those two in, and you can feel it. There's a little bit of a lurch in the ship from the weight.
Got it.
Cutting the camera back to the rest of the crew. Everston, are you pretty banged up?
I'd say, like, on a scale of 1 to 42, I'm sitting at around a 29.
Well, I got a natural 20 for Oliver, so he regains 20 hit points.
All right.
Oh, shit.
Because critical success is 4d8.
Yep. Just put it in chat.
I put it in chat.
Okay. And Oliver, what are you having them do with the bodies?
I don't heal anything because I didn't make the roll. So.
Well, I just got another natural 20 for you.
So ceremoniously, I feel like an Ethontian burial at Sky.
12.
Burn them at Sky.
Put them on a platform attached to ropes and a pulley system. Light the platform on fire, then lower them down.
Okay. And your mic's very quiet right now, too, Alan.
Also, I can't hear you, Eric.
Can't hear me?
I lost audio.
Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you, House.
Okay.
He's swapping his earphones.
Yeah, I see you swapping it. Can you hear me now, Alan? Well, you switch it. You give me a thumbs up when you can hear Alan. So, yeah, burial in the sky when your ship is working.
I'll take it a no.
Which it's not.
Alan, give a thumbs up if you can hear Eric.
So the ship will need to be repaired before you can go skyward. Kelly, you're doing medicine checks for Nora. Everston, who patches you? All 3 engineers are dead. And the only person here who is good at repairing an Atomus would be Voss, I believe.
Well, over the course of 10 minutes.
Sweet. Back up to full. You rock.
Voss, later on in the evening, you could repair Everston, but you're in the middle of handling the relics and doing everything else. But Is there Everston? Can you repair yourself at all?
I can attempt it. We agreed that for Thomas, repairing them with the crafting skill is the same as healing someone with medicine.
As the medicine check. Yep.
Right. Then I am skilled at crafting, but I do have a repair kit, so I could
take some time and do that as we kind of roll down out of combat in a downtime. Yeah.
Right.
All right.
Oh.
Any other last actions for the crew before we cut for the night?
I forgot my fettering tools were special and give me a +2. I never factored that in.
Nice.
Anybody else? Because if not, I'm gonna cut to the last scene, which is between Oliver and his the air marshal that is with him. Because you guys remember, you have an air marshal with you.
Yep.
Alan, can you turn up your mic a little bit for us?
How's that?
Still pretty quiet.
Yeah.
I can't hear Alan at all.
He's just going to change it in his link.
How's that?
A little better. I would run it at
Test.
There you go. It's a little better.
All right.
So we cut to the captain's quarters as everybody is rounding up for the night, healing each other, bandage things up, repairing the Thomas. As the camera kind of sweeps in through the window into the captain's quarter. With you is the air marshal. And you may be wondering why the air marshal wasn't involved, why he wasn't here. Air marshal is laying in bed in the captain's quarters, sweat on his brow. He's strapped down, sick. And you can see black, inky veins swelling up his neck. Now, remember, I said the ship was attacked before the show we did today, and that's going to be one of the side quests that we do to round out what happened there. You know he's ill. He's contracted the bleak, which is what the dark skies do to somebody if they are in them for too long. You come in, he looks up and goes, how is the crew? Did you guys make it?
We've lost our engineers. Two to one who's turned and one by my own hand, as was necessary.
What attacked the ship?
I'm not an expert in these things. I couldn't tell you. Some kind of flying creature. Some kind of witch.
I heard a call. And he shakes his hand. You can see he's been trying to get free. And there's blood around his wrists and around his legs when you move the blanket back. He called to me, spoke of my children. She said they were near. Are we in Cadra?
How close is he to death?
The bleak has taken over. He's stage 2, which means his eyes have blackened, the inky veins have moved. You have him stable. You've done the best you can with medicine to keep him safe. In the room to your right is the ghostly visage of the Chites gentleman that you brought with you, Jin, and he has been tending to him, keeping his mental state as good as he can.
No, Sky Marshal. We're not at Cadra. We're in transit.
His eyes gain a clarity to him as he's fighting the sickness away. And he says, Are we near Merrifield? You know you're about a 2-day trip out.
And at this point, Oliver strips himself of his long coat and sets it on a nearby chair as he takes Douglas's bedside. He looks at a wall, at some distant object past the wall. No, Douglas. We are in fact 2 days from Merrifield. Still some way to go. Without our engineers, with our ship in disrepair, we are in for some deep and turbulent waters.
You're gonna need to speak to your brother. He has to remember who you are. If he doesn't, you won't get the ship repaired without him. The engineers, they had a connection with him. Jen looks to you and goes, I could speak to your brother.
No.
Why not? I'm more than capable of doing this.
It must be me. I must be the one that speaks to Edward.
Then Jin goes, I am going to help Voss. If you said spirits were gathered, he is going to need assistance with them. And if repairing this place is going to need to be done, if you do not mind, I can possess one of your crew members to help, but only for a short time, even if they are past or deceased.
Bring back Henry.
Just so happens there may be a vessel for you, but we'll discuss that after I talk with Edward. I'll let Doc know.
Excellent. I will tell the crew to re-anchor the ship, or do we wish to limp away from here a distance?
I would prefer if we put distance between ourselves and this area.
Jin bows and disappears, and you know he's gone to tell the crew to move the ship along with the pilot. Downstairs, Voss is our last scene from the evening. Do you take that, every reliquary you can speak to once? Today happens to be the day where you could speak to them if you want to.
It's one per day per week, right?
Yeah, it's one per reliquary on a specific day, which is today.
So, sorry, could I have to choose to speak to just one, or I could speak to each of them?
You could do each one
today.
one, and then you wouldn't be able to do it again for a week.
Got it. Okay. How long is that conversation? Is it like a message spell, or is it like, can you actually converse?
You can have a short conversation with them, basically like under 5 minutes. Unless you cast a spell, then you can do it for longer. It is a true converse with dead.
Okay. I'll talk to, what was the lead engineer's name?
Your lead engineer is Henry.
Douglas? Oh, Henry. I'll speak to Henry.
Okay. What do you want to ask Henry?
Well, I'll tell him, just to start off with, she was defeated, so you're safe. Don't worry, I've got you.
So his face slides across into the view of the glass, and you see him rub the crystal to take the frostiness away. Mm-hmm. And there's an echo when you speak to something in a reliquary. You can feel the emotion that he feels a little relieved. He says, my wife died to one of them. She was half elven. The Ether Witch hunted her for weeks, and we fled, but only myself made it. Thank you for doing this. I assume I did not make it. I vaguely remember Oliver shooting me, and after that, everything's blank.
you were, not to put too fine a point on it, but you were overtaken by the Ether Witch. I'll spare you the details, but you didn't make it. I'll just tell you that. I have you in a reliquary safe in the vault.
See to the ship. You're the only person here who can do it.
Is there
It's my
anything I need to
dying
know?
request.
I will see to the ship as best I can. Is there anything specific I need to know about her? Any quirks or anything? I know that. How many souls are fettered to it?
One.
Okay.
Just one.
Okay.
But it's not a she, it's a he. He isn't going to listen until Oliver and him make peace.
Oh, good. Oh, forgot my accent. Oh, great. All right. Well, that's a wrench in the cogs. Well, I shall speak to Oliver then, and see where we can go from there. Is there anything else that I can do for you? Any information you need?
If you could give me back to New Bolivar, I do have some family there that would probably like to have my relic.
Right. I'll see to it.
If
We'll get
you have
out as soon as
questions,
possible.
if you have questions on the ship, I can speak to you and help you when I'm allowed to, obviously.
Right. All right then. Well,
Set him in the salt.
yeah.
Set him in the salt. Slide the drawer shut. The other two you can speak to. They can, again, you can speak to them, or you could save them and ask them about the ship if you come up with problems. I will say that if you speak to them, they can give you aid on a check to working with the ship. And then after that's pretty much gone.
Okay.
It's kind of like having a helping hand.
Yeah, I'll if I'm gonna work on the ship, like after this, I'll probably use their help. I'll use both of them just to get any major repairs done that I can.
For today, yep. On Remembrance, that works. All right.
And then I'll go to Todd. Are you full?
Are you healed up?
Okay, cool.
I managed to do it myself. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I'll work on the ship as well. I'll go to Oliver and just have a quick chat with him.
All right.
About the situation.
Well, we will keep that for next time.
Okay.
Nora, you've badged everybody up. The crew is taking a liking to you since you're better than the doctor they have here. They offer to share drinks with you in the evening. They also ask if you also heard the call. Just random crew members. She called to me too. I couldn't get out quick enough, though. We almost didn't get the cannons fired. And then the lead gunner's mate says, "Yeah, I know, because I threw you back down the stairwell." As the drinks go around the first time and the second time. And when everyone gets a little tired and start heading to bed, Patrick stays up with you, which is the lead gunners. And he says, "Nora," looks around, place is empty. I'm a little worried about us getting the ship running. Oliver ain't gonna want to tell you about it, but him and his brother, the soul on the ship, they don't get along. You're probably gonna have to help him out with this. I don't even know if Oliver has the courage to do this. Every time I've talked, it's just went poorly. So much so, his brother don't remember him anymore.
Yikes. If you want my help, I'm going to need everything. I'm going to need you to tell me everything you possibly can. And I pull out my pad of paper and my pen, and I start developing a case file on Oliver's brother.
Patrick equals case file
That's exactly what it is.
to Nora. All right, we will handle that in downtime in a roll. Everston, the crew, you help clean and lift things and do all the strong stuff that Thomas does. They're very nonchalant about having you do labor with them because they just can't do some of it, especially the heavier repairs. The ship is limped a few miles away from the site and put the destroyed farmhouse in the distance. Some of them ask about just general things like, where'd you get the shield? That's pretty. I've never seen a shield rail like that. And some other ones ask about where did you learn to fight? And then the last one, as the day goes, as you guys are repairing everything, walks up. He's the guy who usually scrubs the deck, cleans everything. What's the swab's name, Oliver?
God damn it.
Should have had your crew ready, bitch.
I have the gunners ready.
Is it a guy or a girl?
Girl.
What ancestry? Because everyone's been human so far. I want a different ancestry.
Okay. She's half elf.
Okay, half elf. All right. Young.
Okay. Petunia Briggs.
Briggs. All right, for those who are still in chat, I need a 1 through 6. First one who puts it up, I'll take the number. So she goes, "Hey, Mr. Everston, Mr. Everston,
Wow.
I gotta ask a kind of a personal question, if you don't mind." Yeah, Mr. Everston?
Sorry, I was well,
Contemplating the chat in all the forest.
I was thinking something.
Are you okay with that?
What did you say?
Are you okay with a question, Mr. Everston? I got a personal ask for you.
Sure.
You're from Merrifield, right?
That's what they tell me.
Did you know a woman named Loretta?
Huh?
Yeah, I mean, how much do you remember?
not a lot.
Okay. I will say you hear that voice. And it says, yeah, Loretta was your grandmother.
My grandmother.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
Hear that voice.
I
And,
believe I knew her.
I see her in my dreams. It's the reason I'm on the ship. I didn't tell the cap. And when that woman came on the ship, I heard Loretta's voice. Did you hear it too?
No.
I see. Okay. Thanks, Mr. Everston. And she wanders back off and starts sweeping the deck. The camera pans back off the ship, back to the full side and the crew members that are still alive while wounded, repairing the balloon and the rudder, and getting this back up and running. Because the ship is probably the worst it has been in since it's seen service.
Yep.
So much so that it takes 2 days to get this thing up and running. Now, that doesn't mean that you can't be doing other things or taking rest or anything like that. It's just that it takes a lot of your downtime patching this place up. The camera sweeps around once as a flock or a school of trout fly by the ship. Enough to where people are fishing and getting food for the evening without having to eat your reserves that you guys have. And in the horizon, as the camera kind of settles down past the horizon line, you can see trails of smoke coming out of a village in the distance. The camera moves quickly from the whisper across over the hills, through the trees, until it stops in front of a ginormous manor. The windows are boarded shut. The doors are nailed with words of graffiti painted on them, saying the Everstons are not wanted here. The windows are all busted out. You can tell there was fire damage to the house at one point in time. Shingles are littering the lawn around. And in the reflection of the window, there was a woman with her hair pulled up in a large bun in a lace dress top, staring out the window. And that's where we're going to end for tonight. Thank you guys for joining through all the fucking technical difficulties tonight. More on, I think, OBS Ninja's end than ours. We had everything running. I will look into it, and hopefully the new computer fixes some of this. If you're interested in doing this again with us, and loot cards would be active, we're going to be doing that on the third Tuesday of September. Anyone got a date for that offhand for the third Tuesday?
Looking at it right, meow, the 15th.
15th?
15th.
Same
2 weeks from today.
Same time, 7:10 pre-show. Come with your questions. Come with your questions about this last episode. But the week in between, we're going to record what I call a side quest. You will find that over on Erik Frankhouse Presents YouTube. If someone wants to drop that in the chat, we are going to do pre-recorded about 2-hour shows of a side quest. This could be current time, everything we've done up till now in the show. Some of them might even be future tense. And the goal for those is to do really deep dive RPG and character development moments. We've already done one of them with Nora and Voss, which was outstanding. We had a guest star for that. A guy came back to reprise one of his roles. And it's something I think we just want to add now to those in-between weeks. They will be recorded. They will not be live, but they will be on YouTube, and you'll be able to check them out there. And then for myself, on Friday, I'm going to be recording the behind the tides element of this. What happened in the episode, what I didn't expect, like throwing zombies or ghouls in barrels of tar and that bullshit. Yeah, and going into a dive on those. So that's it for us tonight. Thank you for joining us for the show. I've had a blast doing this. This cast has worked super hard on what we're doing. And the only plug I'm going to have, because we're not doing our sponsor plugs or anything like that yet, is a lot of us do different things around here. Myself, I do adventures. I'm doing things for the new book of Monstrous Might through TPK Games. You can find all my stuff at Erik Frankhouse Presents on Patreon if you want to support us, or bits or tips or however it is you want to do it. But don't forget to follow so you know when we're doing this next. Drew, if you want to talk about your sponsor real quick and what you got going on.
I'd love to. I've got a couple of shout outs for you. First off, I do a podcast called Demon Days. It's a fifth edition actual play podcast, and they were kind enough to boost our signal for tonight.
Yep.
So I want to throw that out there as well. The next episode, I believe, is episode 61. And that's dropping tomorrow. So if you go to any podcast streamer, we're on Google Music, we're on iTunes,
any podcatcher.
Yeah, any podcatcher. But yeah, and then also I've recently become a brand ambassador for the Beard Struggle.
I want one of them damn heated combs, Drew.
They're great. They're absolutely great. If you use the promo code Strength24, which is also my Twitch channel, and it's plastered all over the place there, you'll get 15% off, and that helps support me and the channel because I get commission off of it. And they do. I have their full spectrum of stuff. They have a heated brush, which is great. They have a full spectrum of beard care products. So like there's beard oil for night and day. There's a beard balm for styling. There's a Struff balm that promotes growth. There's their brushes and their
Isn't that called snake oil?
No, it's called something else on this one.
No, I meant like never mind.
Yeah, I know. No, their comb is great. It's the whole thing's made out of wood. What else do they have? Well, anyway, go check out the website. They've got a bunch of cool shit. Yeah, give that a look. And thank you guys so much for stopping by and watching. We're
Todd,
really excited about the show.
Todd, don't we have some character art coming?
Yes, I have everything done except my character because I was
saving the best for last.
I was noodling with design. Like I can draw people, I can draw birdmen. It's just I get to design a robot. I go a little crazy with it. So.
Nice. Alan, do you got anything special going on right now? I mean, we're not doing our Eclipse phase anymore. Are we going to schedule you as the first side quest?
Yeah, I'd like that.
All right. I'll pen it in right now. So side quest. We'll record it next week sometime. I want side quest to go out on Tuesdays as well, but Alan, we can record it anywhere between now and then.
Okay.
All right. And then Kelly, my editor extraordinaire and note-taking connoisseur. I don't know how your notes went for the night.
I mean, I got up to 5 pages.
If you get them in a clean and concise version that you would like to edit down and share, I will put it in our intermission.
Okay.
For next episode.
Yeah,
I'll cut the Nosferatu episode a little short, and I'll have that scrolling for everybody.
Oh, but I want to know what happens next with Nosferatu.
Oh, that'll still play. I'll just cut it a little less. So that's it for me, everybody. We'll see you on September 15th. And since I don't have a way to close out, if anyone has a good idea for closing, you let me know. But for now, we'll see you then. And I'm so excited that Ethauntia is real. That's it from us, everybody. I'm going to leave you with the amazing intro that we had because it just feel like it should be played again.
So good.
Please know that my name is spelled wrong on purpose because Eric's a dick. And the guy from Pixar is not getting credit for this show.
I deliberately made sure Todd's was spelled right and yours was spelled wrong. Well, I even looked it up to make sure I spelled it wrong.
Asshole.
In all honesty,
it was 2 decades.
It was just a render issue. It took too long to render, and I didn't have time to do it again before the show. But I'll fix it for you.
Damn it!
All right, everybody. Thank you. Love you. Thanks for watching, everyone. Be safe out there.
Thanks,
we'll see you in 2 weeks.
See you in 2 weeks.